Hello and welcome back, Star Wars fans. Just a few weeks ago we got an exclusive peek into Shadows of the Galaxy, the highly anticipated second set of Star Wars Unlimited. We've already unveiled some exciting cards and new mechanics, but today we are diving into a whole new dimension of the game with a brand new mechanic, the Smuggling. So let's go on with the explanation of the Smuggling mechanic. Smuggling isn't just another ability, it's a strategic game changer. When a card has the smuggling keyword, you can play it by paying its specific smuggling cost. But here's the twist. These cards are usually laid as resources at the start. By smuggling them, you activate them immediately, replacing them with the top card of your deck. So you basically play your card from the resource pile and exchange it with the top card of your deck after you played it. Applications and examples are most likely endless. You could stash away an expensive card for later or bring a unit with additional abilities into play by smuggling it, and your enemy or your opponent won't even realize what you did there because they don't see what you have in your resource pile. So they won't see it coming. It's like playing the card from your hand but from another staple where the opponent also have to react now. For example, we look at a card and we are looking at the Privateer Crew. The Privateer Crew is a 2-cost card with the power of 2 and HP 2. It is a command card, so you have to play it in like green decks or every deck. So first of all, let's take a look at Privateer Crew. It's a 2-cost card with the power of 2 and HP of 2, and although it comes with a smuggling effect and when played using smuggle effect. We have the Privateer Crew. In my opinion, it's not the greatest card, but I will explain it later to you why I don't think that this card sees many plays in the next set, which is coming. And let's look at the smuggle effect. The smuggle effect says if you play this card as a resource, you may play it for its smuggling cost and replace it with the top card of your deck, as I explained before. The smuggling cost are the 60 resources you see here, and although smuggling can change the aspect you're gonna play it with. So here it is the same aspect, so you just pay 6 resources and you can play this card, and then it comes with the effect when played while using the smuggling mechanic, give it 3 experience tokens, so this unit gets a 5/5 unit if you play it for 6 resources. It is timely intervention. So timely intervention, in my opinion, is one of the strongest cards shown out of this 4, and most likely one of the strongest cards in the game probably. It comes with the effect of ECL by playing it for 1 cost, because you can play a unit from your hand and give it ambush so it can immediately attack an enemy unit, and that's for 1 extra cost. Although you can play this card first as a resource and play it in a later stage of the game out of your resource pile and play it for 2 resources to use this effect. Let's take another look on another card they showed us, ambushing into another unit. Conclusion about this card is that it's pretty much the ECL effect, so it's one of the strongest effects in the game, since it lets you play a card, gives you ambush so it can attack immediately, and you build tempo and probably can clear enemy leader or a card from the enemy, which is pretty good for decks which won't play as many clears as other decks, but it also finds place in control decks, in my opinion. But just tell me your opinion about this card in the comments. In my opinion, it's one of the strongest cards and you have to look out for it. Now we look at another unit which was revealed, and it's the Vigilian Pursuit Craft. It is a 5-cost card, it's powers of 3 and HP of 5. It also has Sentinel and the smuggling effect. In my opinion, this card isn't really good, but let's take a deeper look. You can either play this card for 5 costs into your into your space unit area, or you can play this card into your resource pile and play it with the smuggling effect, but now it costs 7 resources. In my opinion, 7 resources are way too much for this card. It only has 3 power and 5 HP. It basically gets cleared by every clear in the game. It's not that strong, and although it there are so many good cards for 7 resources to play, like Luke, Mace Windu, Han Solo, and more cards out there which are way more powerful than Vigiliant Persecraft. In my opinion, there are probably way more play options with Timely Intervention and another card which are out damaging and outclassing this card for 7 resources. So there's like no real reason to play this card in my opinion. So now let's look at the last card they showed us, and it's the Hotshot DL44 Blaster. It's an upgrade, it costs 1 resource and it gives a power of 2 and HP of 0, and although it comes with a smuggling effect, but there's a difference to the other cards. As you can see, this card has another aspect for the smuggling effect. So you can place this card in an aggro deck and you can play this card in an aggro deck without cunning for its 1 resource cost, or you play it in a cunning deck without aggro, and you can only play the smuggling effect and won't have to pay 3 for its normal cost, which is pretty cool in my opinion, because you get the extra effect when played while using smuggling, attack with the attached unit immediately. So this card can fit play in almost every deck which plays cunning, because you can simply ignore to play this card at round 1 or phase 1 and just use its smuggling effect every time. And although you can play it in every aggro deck, just ignoring the smuggling effect, that's pretty cool and makes the deck building way more fun. And in my opinion, you should buy this card as soon as it comes out, because it's a rare card, you won't find it less in booster packs, and I guess this card will rise in the price tag, because it's like, yeah, it's a pretty good card with its effect for 3. And I see this card pretty much played in many decks. I would say look out for that card, buy that card for a playset of 3, and you're fine with it, because it will be much more expensive later on if the guys or the player base finds out about that card. So yeah, that's all I have to say for today. I hope you had fun watching this video, and I hope you will stay on my channel, and maybe if you liked it, just leave a like and a subscribe on the channel. And I hope my English was good enough for you to understand all the informations I wanted to give you. And yeah, hopefully see you in the next videos of my YouTube channel, or maybe you check out my TikTok channel. I will link it into my bio. Yeah, have a great day, and we see you soon.